Welcome to Paris Fans TV. It's a PhD, disappointing results. What went wrong today?
Uh, First of all, let me greet you. I think it was a very nice game, very exciting in terms of playing football, irrespective of which club do you support. When the game started in the first 10 minutes, I was here. I think the first 5 minutes I said that we are playing a very stronger team, maybe even even far better than Sundowns. Not even far better. Let me refrain from that, but better than Sundowns. Unfortunately, football is played in popularity. Once your name, remember, if you can come here, that's why a lot of people who don't know how to wear clothes, they only buy Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and otherwise. Whether it's nice or it's not nice, for them they don't understand it. For them it's about a brand. But I don't know if I wish you don't miss my context. What I'm trying to say is popularity plays football. When you're known that you're Orlando Pirates, you're Kaizer Chiefs, you're Mamelodi Sundowns, you're Casric, then people undermine you to say, no, you're a smaller team or you're not a better team, you play in a lower division. But let me tell you, let's give credit to where it's due. The boys played very well, they were very hungry. Even if when you look at from the fans' perspective, you can tell the hunger. Their fans were always up. Even during the penalty shootout, their fans were very energetic, very supportive. The chairman of the club, that speaks to the hunger. Obviously, the players wanted to sell themselves, but you talk about the technical discipline when they defended, when they attacked, they had shape, they had structure. But you talk about Orlando Pirates, obviously striking with De Jong. Starting with Chabetsane, Chabetsane, the centre left back, Orlando Pirates, together with Sibisi. You talk about our left back, Ndaba, yeah, and you talk about Diono van Rooyen. And again, you talk about in the middle of the park, Makhaula, Legion Week. This is one thing that again you must take into consideration. You are playing a smaller team that you need more of an attack or you need more creative players. With Tito Patrick Maswanganyo obviously playing as a 10, Rele winger together with Moremi. You are playing a smaller team, not a smaller team, and let me not use that game, but a team that you would think they would defend. Diono van Rooyen defensively very solid. Going forward, not so creative. Ndaba, not so experienced. Attackingly, can you give you the more than? Oh, we started with Otto. Yeah, we started with Otto. Otto can give you that even attacking going forward. Again, you've got De Jong, who's now playing as a number 9, but is always drifting. He's not staying inside the box. That's why a lot of people were criticizing not Mabas, but now they are talking about him in his absence. This is one thing that Mabasa always did. Mabasa just stayed inside the box, never played much of the ball, but waited for those balls that would come once or twice and score a goal. De Jong makes us to play, but where is he? He's playing deep. And like I said, to the people that I was sitting with to say, De Jong does not need to have more of the ball. He must not touch more of the ball. He must just wait inside the box and wait for that ball. When Hoto came with the ball, most of the times he couldn't find him inside the box. No need to overplay the ball as a number 9. You are a lone striker. What you need to do, you need to play off the ball, just make movements inside the box and make sure that you find those balls coming from Rele, Mofokeng, Tito Patrick Maswanganyi and the likes. But again, our coach does what he did even during the week when he took out Tito Patrick Maswanganyi. Okay, it's fine to take him out, but why not replace him with a like-to-like player, a creative player? You've got a number 10. Who do they replace with him? But replace Agama? No, he just do the same thing. Take Rele Mofokeng, play him as that 10 that I told you about. Try to play him inside, and then now you've got Appollis, and you still have Moremi, and you still have De Jong, but you take so long. The very same mistake that you did during the week of taking so long with Mbuthuma. And let me tell you, if the coach have so much overconfident in certain players, he will make Orlando Pirates fans to be angry in certain players, not because they don't like certain players, but because you take so long to substitute. You give some players you give them so much time more than other players. You give your Nemtajela so much time, a very good player, taking the thing away. But you talk about the Nemtajela he played the game of his life. This is by far the best game that he has. When I'm saying the best game, I'm saying in terms of the magnitude. When you talk about that game of during the week, Nemtajela played the biggest game that he has played in Orlando Pirates. But I'm talking because there are people that are slow that I'll always have to address. They will say, but Nemtajela has always played against Sundowns. Different dimension, different situations. Now you were playing against the Sundowns that you were leading them with 6 points. And if you win against Mamelodi Sundowns, it therefore means that you're going to win the league. Why? Because now you'd be leading them with 9 points. It's very crucial. It's unlike the MTN 8 and other competitions. But you play him. Nothing wrong, it's fine. You play him. But you've got a player, Talent Mbatha, whom Orlando Pirates is yet to lose in the presence of him when they play against Mamelodi Sundowns. Proven, we've given him stats for free. We don't get paid for it. We're telling you for free. Chief, Orlando Pirates has never lost against Mamelodi Sundowns when Talent Mbatha is not there. I mean, when he's there. But if you think this is a fluke or maybe I'm crazy, Talent Mbatha happens to have even man of the match in the presence of that. Let me tell you, if you were to interview Teboho Mokoena, because I've got a PhD myself, I can tell what people are saying without them having to tell me. Teboho Mokoena will always tell you that it's very difficult to play against Talent Mbatha. Talent Mbatha speaks openly and loudly about it, that I've played with Teboho Mokoena at Supersport and it's so easy for me to play with him. He says again, when I play against Allende, he's very lazy, I win the ball. And if you think what he's saying is crazy, you must know that today, when Mamelodi Sundowns was scored, the ball was stolen from Allende. When you pressurize him, when you've got those players that have got confidence to steal the ball from him, they take the ball and punish him. Some people will say, I'm talking about Mamelodi Sundowns, yet they don't understand that we talk about chronological sense here, because we talk about continuity and step by step into what builds into this game. But again, that's nothing. When you don't have someone inside the kitchen, and you've got a Moremi now, who's playing as a as a left wing, he hardly cuts to his left, I don't know. When in modern day football, when you play as a left winger or when you play as a left, you must always cut to your stronger foot. But unfortunately, he doesn't.
As a right wing.
Exactly. He gets $1 million long ball inside the box. What does he do? He traps it to his left. To his right. He doesn't shoot with the right. He gets another chance from the right. He gets it from his right. Face one-to-one with one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What does he do? He doesn't shoot. He cuts inside. Why? Because he doesn't train his right. I don't want to get into the controversy of that. Again, let me tell you, and I've said this in the very same stand I said to you. Players communicate in football when they play. We know when Tito is playing, how happy he is. We know when Rele, when he's happy, what does he do? They communicate with us. Mofokeng twist and then receive the ball. I'm telling you, even where I am, no sharp. Why? That's how we communicate. And some of us who understand them and know them, we know that they are happy. But when you overcoach them and expect them to be robots, we can tell. There's no way that Tito can celebrate or can be happy without stepping on top of the ball. And that alone, that smaller details and small aspect defines the whole football terms. Why? In an over 50,000 FNB stadium, I wanted to say arena, and my PhD would have been revoked. When you've got your Tito playing the way he played, a possible man of the match had he played even 80 minutes or towards the 80 minutes. Why not have let me tell you, you can never play a number 10 that you don't trust. There's no team in the world, or the best teams in the world, they rely in their number 10. Why not play him, put him on the bench, so that we know that you don't have trust in him? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? When you put someone that you trust, you must understand. And because we've got a lot of many Orlando Pirates that I'm yet to loan to the likes of Obit, who are very slow and who are making it easy for our opponents to crash on us. When you are a creative player, I'll say this again, you must get more fouls. You must have passes that are not so obvious. You must always turn with the ball, and Tito gives you that. You must also lose the ball. You must even win more fouls. And also you must get us possible penalty. If you look at that ball that Tito got even at FNB when he received the ball inside the box, a possible penalty that could have won you the match. Unfortunately, Ndamani was very clinical in how he got that ball. But Tito gives you that. He gets a penalty. He has done that even in the Nedbank Cup final. When he turned with the ball, when fans complained that he's going back, when he goes back, let me tell you, when you play typical, when you play robotic football, you make it easy for your opponents to defend you. Why? Because now Wadlala, why receive Wadlala long pass, short pass. But when you don't bring yourself or your creativity, you don't disorganize the opponents. Unless you do those things that you've learned in the street, but now you've mastered it into this arena, you will never shine. You are stopping yourself from being yourself. It's like us now, if we have to talk about football, you'll never find this on TV. Hence now you find people glued in the very same screens when I talk about it. Forget about the comment sections and the criticism and whatsoever. All those people that are saying negative about me, they are saying all positive, they just don't understand. Remember, I've got a PhD. It will take time, at least 10 years to 20 years to say the very same thing that I was saying. Wasn't I trending 2-3 weeks ago when I said our coach, if I said it's not early, it's not too late for you. What did people say? What did people say on the comment section? Over 1,000 comments saying this one is smoking, this one is what. But now, the very same people are echoing what I've said, and I'm now moved from that position. I'm now defending our coach to say he's a very good coach. But the difference with him, or what he does not do perfectly, is getting the right personnel. You need your Sipho Mbule. You know, sometimes, let me tell you, if you try and eat chomp in a urjahile, you may not be faster than a person who eats it slowly. You are playing against a smaller team. You are playing against a team that just wants to defend. You know what you do? You compose yourself. I did not see a player here at Orlando Pirates today who just told players, let's relax. When the ball comes out, the coach takes the ball. Hey, we are rushing. Why are you rushing? Why are you rushing? Why are you rushing? Because you've got a whole 90 minutes to play for. Why are you rushing? Hey, they are busy. Hey, Paul, Salang Paul. You can't play football like that. Relax. Have your centre backs. You've got a quality player in that boy Chabatan. Quality player for days. And if his years allows him, the boy will go and play anywhere in the world. He can play in Europe. He can play in the US. Wherever that you mention, he's got the physique. Forget about the penalty that he missed. But he's got the physique. He's got the hunger. He's got the brains. And this is, let me tell you, during the week, our coach, when we played against Mamelodi Sundowns, our coach got scared of playing the boy. And believe you me, had we played Chabatan, I think we defensively we could have been solid, but I don't blame him because based on the magnitude of the game, he was scared to play the boy. But again, like what I was trying to tell you, you've got a ball-playing centre-back in Tabatani, and you've got a CBC who's the defender of the season. You are playing a marginal smaller team that cannot have the confidence to attack you. What you need to do, just compose yourself, play the ball, allow Tito to dance, allow him. Those boys will crack with time. Have the patience to build. Okay, it's fine. Forget about Tito because people may say that I'm trying to advocate for him. But if he's out, why not put your Sipho Mbule? I'm not saying he was there or otherwise, but I'm talking about a creative player that can give you something. Okay, forget about Mbule if he was not there, but you've got a dancing. By the way, these things, we check them, we study them even from the when it started. Do you know that Orlando Pirates, when the season started, their game changer was dancing? Look the stats of dancing. Dancing was always introduced when Orlando Pirates couldn't score. And every time dancing was in the field, Orlando Pirates created goals and they scored. He's no longer playing. We are not seeing him. But again, when you're hired as a coach and you are told that when Orlando Pirates played the Sundowns that was stronger, the Sundowns of Rulani Mukwena. Many fools. I'm the only person anyway who qualifies to tell fools that they are fools. And it can never be my fault. When Orlando Pirates was defending very deeply in Jose Rivero's era, when they played against the Rulani, when they changed the game, every time Orlando Pirates change the game, we've got a window breaker here. No one passes the ball better than him. Jersey number 18, Kabelo Shonko Dlamini. Let me tell you, you've got him. You're playing against a smaller team. Go back and revise how Orlando Pirates won 8-1 in the very same space. When we beat Marumo Gallants 8-1, there was Tito, there was this guy who went to Marumo Gallants, the short guy in Tondo, there was Dlamini. There's a ball that we played from Sipho Chaine. Don't hear this one that Sundowns are talking about 22 passes. I'm talking about a goal that was played from Sipho Chaine, rotated the whole field until Orlando Pirates scored in a walk-in goal. You understand? So now you need a Kabelo Dlamini who can give you that, who can make the whole team tick to play. Because, for example, if you've got, it's like the same game that we played against Sundowns and forever refer against him. You take Mbule. They've done that in Spain. You play him as an 8. You take Tito Patrick Maswanga and you play him as an 8. And then again you take maybe Moremi or Appollis. But again, you're playing a very big game. Rele Mofokeng has been playing ever so well. But you don't have a surprise package. You put Rele Mofokeng, you put Oswin Appollis, you put Tito, you put Mbuthuma, whom you put for a long time. But again, who are you going to say when you are being led 2-0? Who is that player that will, when he warm-ups, the whole crowd will then say, now we've got the game at hand? You've got only Sipho Mbule. And Sipho Mbule who does what? Whom you don't even play. But again, in that particular game, you need one of them on the bench, just like today, when you played Oswin Appollis later at the game. You understand? Those kind of things. We cannot be waking. Let me tell you, look at our ratio in terms of balls that we had. We don't win we hardly score with headers. Rele scored on the other game with a header, but he hardly scores with a header. But even in that context, you still play crosses, long balls, knowing that this is not your strength. Orlando Pirates in recent years, or in recent season, or even in the particular season, we struggle aerially. How do you expect to win aerially? I'm not trying to crash the team. I love the team and I understand the team and I understand what the coach is doing. One thing that I was impressed with him was the fact that he was going for a win. But today again, give credit where it's due. These guys played very well, structurally good. I think the difference between them and many teams, it's a popularity thing. Well managed, the hunger is there. Casric is very strong. You may undermine them on the basis of where they play, but their team is so quality. They defend as a unit, they attack as a unit. I think for me, I'm not even as hurt as I'm just disappointed more than anything. But I was hurt during the week by Sundowns.
Me too, yeah.
Yes, but today it's more of a disappointment of saying our coach has got everything in his disposal, and it's about time, as much as he retoyed, to find a team that is his first 11, a team that will not substitute people just on the basis of creme works. A team, we cannot be having a team that we know that every time when the game is like this, you have a Tito who performs very well, and then every time he's taken out. Not on the basis of how he performs, but on the basis of how the team is now crammed to play. No, we cannot be having that. How come you were rotating? Since you were rotating, why not? You can even bench Tito. You can even bench Tito. You bench Rele. You bench Appollis. Why not? Because let me tell you, the coach needs to go back to how he was performing. Remember, we said we want to have a strong bench. A lot of people have forgotten that Orlando Pirates, for us, we did not say we want the best 11. I'm just bringing people into the context of remembrance because they forget very slowly. We said when Orlando Pirates was winning, not only did we say we had a strong bench, impact players, but now we have changed from that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Why not have Rele? Have Mofokeng, Appollis and everyone and Tito for this game, especially when you're playing against a smaller team. Why not have the best of the best seated on the bench, the way we were doing? Because he needs to go back. He's a good coach. He needs to go back on how he did it best. He's no longer playing yo. There are many things, my brother. We want to keep watch. There are many things. Like you look at. You are playing against Sundowns. I'll forever go up to it. You are playing against Sundowns. You play Sebelebele as a right back. Start the match as a right back. But you know very well that, I don't know, can we do cut and paste? You played Sebelebele here as a right wing. And then you decided to take him as a right back and he gave you a goal against Sundowns. Now you start Sebelebele, who played very well, take nothing away. But you need your natural right back. Your Dion van Rooyen, or Libito, who's no longer playing. Libito played a crucial role when Orlando Pirates break a record of winning 9 consecutive matches without conceding a goal. He's nowhere to be found. I don't know. I'm not really involved in the issues of who got injured and whatsoever. But again, I heard him talking about the issue of Makhaula. I don't know. I don't understand. Because remember, we are playing very crucial matches. Mbuthuma's, it was his best game. It was his biggest game. And you take him for so long. Now you're killing him. Today you bring Dion. I don't know how they coached Dion. And now they are limiting him because they are not telling him to stay inside the box. We are playing with one striker. Imagine if you are playing with a one striker who will drift and plays as a 10. Who are you having? Because now, remember Orlando Pirates used to strike with two strikers. Now, because of modern day football, you are now striking with one. And not only are you doing that, when you've got a striker who drops deep, who are you having? Okay, not only that, but aren't you straining this player? Because when you take him deep, it means he has to go back and drift back and go back to the box. And he will be criticized for it. He will be praised for having more of the ball. But what is his key role? To score goals. But if you're going to praise him for playing the balls, what is he doing? Because his primary job is to score goals. Rather not play at all. That's why you see Mabase plays his first game and kills Chiefs. He doesn't have more of the ball. He knows his job is to do what? He remains in the box, gets a chance, scores. But anyway, not all is lost. I think also, said it may be, I don't remember a wise man who can turn the past. It's only Mamelodi Sundowns that were taken out of the CAF Champions League and were brought back. Those ones have got the magic to do that. But in reality, you cannot change the past. Orlando Pirates need to take this. We've got a good coach. Orlando Pirates management have done incredibly so well in making sure that they sign 14 quality players, and they stand a very good chance to make sure that they continue. The coach needs to go back. If the coach maybe is being controlled by the management, then the management is wrong. The coach needs to coach this club and not be controlled by whoever that is controlling. But I believe Orlando Pirates, they give you the platform to be whoever that you want to coach, and they don't dictate yourself how you do things and however. Even us with fans, Orlando Pirates is the only team that does not censor your narrative. When you speak, they'll tell you, speak the way you speak the way, like they don't control how you do things. And I do believe even in the technical team, they are doing the same. So the coach must know that this is his job. We've given everything, everything everything necessary, the support and everything, and he's capable. He has played football at the highest level, far more than any other coach in PSL. And even, can you imagine, some friend was saying to me, but look at how football the way it is. You look at that coach where he has played and where he has coached, and look at like that other one, and you look at the resources he has, and you look at the other one's resources that he has. You look at the medical team, you look at the supporters. Everything we have, we beat this team with 99.9%. Yet they beat us otherwise. Yeah. It was even embarrassing that we had to go to the. With all due respect to Casric, but it was embarrassing that we had to go to the penalties with them. And I think maybe the gods of football was punishing us and proving us football lesson and telling us that football can really kill you. But now, everything that I said, those people that were saying I am crazy. Everything I said, they are echoing it. I've got a PhD of seeing things prior, and I'm unbothered, and I'm very disappointed that they discovered it very early. I thought it was going to take them 20 years. They are very smart. They are very smart. I saw this thing. I saw it. Yeah. I saw it. If the coach needs to decide who's going to play a 8, who's going to play a 10, and players need to be played according to merit, not according to favoritism. Yeah. If you're going to play players according to favoritism, play those that you know that will create magic out of nothing. And let me tell you, I swear to God, with my own PhD, it was going to be, had we kept it Ito, even in this particular game, we were going to win this match. Don't forget, I'm not bothered, Chief, when Orlando Pirates lost to Sundowns 4-1. Within the first 4 hours, there was over 4,000 comments. 99.9% of them speaking otherwise of myself. You know why they're doing that? They know the impact and my contribution to what I do. Players will. That's why Sundowns fans, when they, even after beating Pirates, they sang Wetito Futsek. Why would you sing Wetito Futsek if you've got a player that is useless? Yeah. They know for sure that this player he can orchestrate things. Yet his own people are not understanding why the opponents are singing otherwise. It's not about him. That's why Mamelodi Sundowns fans, they will always tell you, they'll always value the importance of Themba Mshishi's one. They understand his role. They understand why he's playing that key role. That's why even the very same Hugo Bruce went to say, the best number 10 there is now is Tito. I'm talking about a coach who won the African Cup of Nations with a very lowest team of Cameroon in Hugo Bruce, the one whom we call the president of all coaches. Why would he say that? But now you found your own people. Hey, we are lost. Like, really? We are lost. What do you expect from a number 10? Hey, ubuyele mover. You've got 90 minutes. Okay, ben ngabuyele mover. Iguphi win. Agree, you are going straight. You think scoring goals is about just going? It's not about going. It's about building and building and building, and sometimes going back. And when you go back, you draw your defenders to come closer to you so that you can open. But if you play basic football, you're not going to lose anything. You're going to trap and pass and space and trap and pass about position. But if you are you are distracting opponents. That's a gift. And if we're going to play players according to robotics, we will end up not having talented players because we are limiting them. Every player that has ever shined has never done things according to the book. But when I say, because people are slow, sometimes we want to go forward, but we think for those that are slow. When we say you don't do things by the book, we don't say that you don't follow the books, but we say you become creative within the context of the book. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes, you are creative, but within the stream, but you're trying to cheat the system. And if you're not going to have players that are trying to cheat the system, it's like this game. This game, if one was a coach, I tell you, Rele, Mofokeng, you dribbled people, everyone fell, and then you scored a goal. Now do the same. Dribble everyone. Make sure that you just dribble everyone. Those people don't have experience. How about dribble? About penalty? We win the match. Yeah. Let me tell you, this is what people don't understand. This is exactly what Dido. That's why I'll always refer to this boy, Trevor Scott, because he's misunderstood. In the Nedbank Cup, he cheated a penalty. That guy. Like, not even cheating it. He won it. That's football brains. You know what he realized, ne? Let me tell you what happened in the Nedbank in Mbule. I'll always refer to it. Sundowns got a penalty that was not so much of a penalty. He realized that now, the coach, let me tell you, they'll tell you, they won't say. They'll always tell you that, how we ref something. No, they are lying. When the referee realizes that they've robbed you, they are likely to give you another penalty. So Tito realized that Mudau gave him, fouled him in that penalty. He pushed him in the line. And then the referee was in two minds to say, we are not sure whether it's a penalty or not. But he knew when they go to halftime that no, this coach, this referee will give me a penalty. What does he do? He crosses the ball wide and gets inside the box and makes sure that they push him. He puts himself inside the box. They push him. He gives us a penalty. He wins that Nedbank. Yeah. That's football brains. You need people who will carry all the criticism. Did you have anyone? Why are these boys singing Wetito? Why? 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 Why would they sing? I mean, we've got over 80 players here. Sure. Why would they say PhD? Because I'm the only one. Understand? There'll always be that anchor. There'll always be people with that person. So that's what I'm saying to you. Who this person? There are people who must carry. When Tamba Mchishi's one today was introduced, because announced how more Chapile 10 $1 million 10 inside the box, boom, goalkeeper I save. Why? Because it's that kind of a player, that creative player who can carry the team. And like I'm saying, not all is lost. And this is not, it's not about an individual. It's about the role that is played by a particular positions. We know that we're going to receive many balls. You understand, from your 10 role position and whatsoever. But again, like this game, we played more defensive players. You get Mariko. What do you expect from Mariko? Do you expect to score? Do you expect to deliver a cut? Not in a bad way, but I'm saying Mariko is the player that to give you substance, for you to, just to make sure that you are sorted in the middle of the park. You've got, but creativity, he won't give you that unless if you're expecting a shot from outside, something that is yet to do. He's never done it. But when you've got talent in Mbatha, it's proven. He has done it at Bafana Bafana. There's no way that we can have players that are respected in the national team, yet they are not given a chance here in their teams. You have Hugo Bruce, who believes in talent Mbatha. Talent Mbatha, who took us to Bafana Bafana. You're not playing him. You've got Makhaula, who took us to the US, the biggest sporting event in the world. Yet you're not bringing him, but it's fine. Maybe he was injured, like the coach was saying. And we've got a very good coach. Everything with us is very sorted, but there's no way we can want to lose this one, because some of us, our marriages depend upon Orlando Pirates winning the league. If Orlando Pirates wins the league, I get married. If Orlando Pirates don't win the league, Kope. It means if Orlando Pirates does not win the league, I become cop. Hey.
No.
In my obituary, you won't say he was married to.
Finally, PhD. Let's close it. Obviously, we have Kaizer Chiefs. So, what does our coach do to change this? Because now it's a trend. 2 losses in a row. Surely, we must beat Kaizer Chiefs. What does he do?
Remember, first of all, Orlando Pirates is a very good team.
Yeah.
A very good team in many ways. The reason why we are complaining is because they are good. Yeah. Yes. If let me tell you, there are teams that can celebrate this. Okay, for example, had Casric lost like this, they would be very happy that they've done well. They would have done well. But the reason why is because of the quality. It's because of the quality of the coach, the quality of the technical team, the quality of the team, the quality of the supporters. So we know that they are a good team. A team, even if you watch during the week, a team that makes Mamelodi Sundowns to look like an ordinary team. We are a very good team. It's just that when we talk about this, people think, yeah. Remember, there are people who looks at results based, like one of my fellow supporters, Sundowns, Marshall Khumalo, who watch results. They are results based. They don't think to it, but it's fine because they don't have a university in their team. But I'm not there. My point is, it's not really about how you lose. That's why I was not really disappointed at Orlando Pirates losing during the week. I was more disappointed on us keeping certain players for too long and us not converting our chances. Even when we're going to play, let me tell you, Pirates now, this season, they've got everything at their disposal to lose for themselves. Remember now, Orlando Pirates only loses to themselves. I'm telling you. Pirates loses to themselves. They've got chances after chance, they don't score. Yeah. They've got resources, they don't use it. Yeah. So, even when we're playing against Kaizer Chiefs is not even, they are not, even Kaizer Chiefs supporters already, they know that they are going to lose. I'm telling you. They know very well that they are going to lose. The only thing, that's why when Kaizer Chiefs, if it's to win, they will celebrate a lot. You know why? Remember, even at school, I'll tell you this. A student, an A student does not celebrate too much. No, passing should be, it's a norm. Yeah. Yes, everyone should pass, but an A student will just go and say, Ish, I'm disappointed that I didn't get this mark. Hey, Olomu wants to celebrate. Or what? Hey, Matata, give the age, fella. Give the age, but I celebrate. So that's how football. Orlando Pirates is a good team. That's why we strive and we thrive for excellence. You understand? It's not like we are not happy with what the coach is doing or everyone is doing and whatsoever. And we're still going to win this league. But my point is, we will do. I'd rather, let me tell you.
You heard it, Mofokeng. PhD said he's still going to win the league.
No, the league will win it. Yeah. But even now, we are playing a crucial role as some of us, we are playing a role in making sure that Orlando Pirates win the league. Yeah, so I'm pushing for that. The reason why I'm angry and I'm pushing and I'm saying that I'm going to... These players are watching at my videos and they know for sure that this one, if we don't win the league, he's not going to get married. Let me tell you, players play a very crucial role. Yes, supporters play a crucial role. Hence I'm saying, we will do everything. I would rather have all Orlando Pirates fans, the technical team and the management hating me and getting angry at me, but as long as Orlando Pirates is winning, because that's our absolute goal. Yes. Thank you.
You didn't give me the idea. What does our coach do against the Sundowns, PhD, against the Kaizer Chiefs? Well, now I get most people are complaining that CBC is shaky at the back. Nemtajela always playing. So what does he do against Kaizer Chiefs?
No, I think CBC played very well today. you know, the technicality of football sometimes is very crazy. I was telling some people, you see that ball that was played behind CBC. In modern day football, when you play a centre back, remember we played with 2 centre right back. Let me tell you, the reason why we lost that game is because we played with right centre backs, 2 right centre backs. So you needed a Chaveza, whom they got scared of playing. So that game we were supposed to play either Siema or Sibisi, and then play Chavezan. So because when he's playing on the left, that's why Sibisi, it was difficult for him to defend that ball. Why? Because now he's playing on the left, yet he's a right-footed player. So that's why now today they corrected that. They played him as the right centre back and played Chavezan as the left centre back. So that was they were scared to sacrifice either of the 2. Because now you're left with Mbogazi. Mbogazi was out, who's a left centre back. Now he needed a perfect replacement, and believe you me, that boy's going far. Chabetan, he plays a perfect left centre back. Then now the quarrel is those 2 will see Mara, that boy, forget about the balls that he hits the crossbars. The gods of football said no, we understand that. But that boy is here to play. I can say. Quality for day, cheese in Fanoli. Cheese, look at his first touch. Look at, he hardly loses a ball.
Progressive passes.
Dangerous. And if age is not against him, Europe. Only that boy, if he plays, I'm telling you, next season we won't have him. We won't have him. But anyway, before they revoke my PhD,